I keep seeing the leaders doing, let's be talking plans and maybe seeing you. Pull up on you, let me scoop. Nobody here but me and you. Got a little ring to it, turn that thing fluid in the coupe. Way you look, I know it's real. I'm on my Marshawn shit, I been really getting feel. You know why I'm here, don't act like you don't know how I feel. But let me tell you what you mean to me. Slide on me for that meet and greet. Vibe with me under moonshine, sipping moonshine to the new sky. Taste toasted and be raised so.
Hey you guys, welcome back to TaylorXo, or welcome to TaylorXo if you are a new subscriber. So y'all, I know you guys have heard about this whole thing going on with Jazzy and how Chris, I guess, left her home to go to his best friend's wedding, and allegedly, I guess she said that she did not have anybody to watch the kids, or she basically said that she did not want to go. So, you know, people were trying to put two and two together, like, sis, you know, doesn't he have his older sister that, you know, helped you, came over to help you watch the kids? And you know, don't you have your mother that can, my bad y'all, I got a call, but doesn't she have her mother that can maybe help her even for a few hours, just once in a while? You know, it kind of seems like her mother never ever wants to help her watch the kids. And I know a lot of people say, oh, well, that's, you know, that's her problem. Her mother has told her time and time again before that, you know, she decides to have all these kids, that she was not going to be helping that much. But, you know, just for a few hours for her to go to a wedding, I don't understand you know, why her mother could not help her with this, or cannot help her watch the kids while she went to this wedding. But a lot of people were saying, like, you know, there's no way that she did not want to go. I mean, we all know that, you know, Jazzy does not miss not 1 second to go out with Chris if she can. We all know that if Chris tells her, let's go to a lunch or let's go out here and there, that she would drop whatever she's doing and go out with this man. So there's just no way that he just up and left her home. And even if, let's just say the case was that she did not have anybody to watch the kids, you know, I'm sure she had told him prior to that, like, I know she ended up telling him, you know, I have nobody to watch the kids, you know. So instead of him saying, well, you know, I'll just stay home, I guess, you know, being that is his best friend, I'm sure he just said, well, I'm just gonna go anyway. But instead, he decided to go anyway and not even care that this girl is sitting home with sick kids, especially his son that is supposed to have COVID. She did end up saying that her and Legend had COVID. So I'm trying to understand, if her and Legend had COVID at that time, how he was able to go to a wedding, because I'm guessing he would have had COVID too. We all know that usually once somebody in the household gets COVID, usually everybody ends up having COVID. So it always just seems like everybody else is always sick in the house but this man. So how was he able to go to this wedding and she had to stay home with Legend while he had COVID, and allegedly the other kids were at risk of getting sick too? She did not say that any of the other kids ended up being sick. So I guess it was just her and Legend. But like I said, a lot of people were wondering why he did not invite Jazzy. And we know that this man has always been ashamed of taking this woman out. We know that unless it's, you know, a dinner across town or, you know, someplace where she can be hidden, we all know that basically he does not take this woman out. So a lot of people were saying, like, did he end up going with his other baby mother? Like, who did he go with? Because it's rare that people just go to weddings by themselves and just don't end up going with anybody. But this is a clip from her YouTube video of her basically saying that, you know, he left and she was going to just wait for him to come home to cook dinner, help her cook dinner, and she had got this big break from not having to cook dinner.
To HEB, Chris just got back from his best friend's wedding. I am about to head to the store to get some food for him to cook. Yes, your girl's getting a break from cooking. But like I said, I'm rocking my natural hair today because it's so hot in Texas and I don't really want to wear a wig. So natural curly hair it is today. So before I leave, I'm going to show you.
So again, it really just shows how bad off this girl is. The fact that she is so excited just to get a break from cooking and not from, you know, just having a mom break, period. Now, I know a lot of people will say, well, she always has a break. You know, the kids are in daycare. the older two are about to be in school, so she'll basically have a break all day besides the break from Legend, which we all know that she kind of never really considers needing a break from Legend, just because I guess, nobody's able to watch him anyway. So she kind of always just wants the break from the Davis four. So a lot of people were saying, like, it's just so sad that this girl just does everything by herself while he's out doing weddings, working when he wants, driving around in his truck, seeing God knows who. And this girl is stuck at home, left to always figure it out by herself. And the fact that she just got so excited for him just to come home and cook a couple chickens, it was just mind-blowing to me how she just sees no problem in this. So, a lot of people will say that they've never heard of spouses going to weddings by themselves. You always bring your spouse with you, especially to a wedding. I know that this man had to have known ahead of time in advance, months and months and months about this wedding. So the fact that he didn't even give her enough time to figure out a situation for the kids to be watched so she could go, or figure something out so she was able to go, is just it just gives the vibes that he had the intention on not bringing her all along, and she used the excuse that she didn't want to go anyway just because she was embarrassed that he did end up going without her. So a lot of people also said that this is his second wedding that he's basically went to and not brought her. We all know that he had pictures prior with a couple dudes in a suit, and he was at a wedding and Jazzy did not go. So, I'm really trying to figure out how she does not see any issue in this, no problem. If it was me, I would automatically jump the gun to think that this man just is embarrassed and does not want to be out seen with me or anywhere. Like, what is the true reason why this man is not bringing you anywhere? What is the true reason why you always have to stay home, or you never have nobody to watch the kids, and he's the one who's allowed to go out and you have to stay home? When she goes out, she at least always has to bring one of the kids, but when he goes out, it's just fine and good. He's kid free, and she's always there just to sit and watch the kids. Now, I know the Davis four are not his problem, but even to at least watch his son, it's just very strange to me how this man gets away with the stuff he does, and he seems to contribute nothing to the house. And even when she's going to buy food, she says that she is the main one that's going to buy the food and he's just going to cook it. Now, usually it's the other way around. A man brings home the chicken for you to cook. He pays for it. He goes out and buys it. Or, whether the wife goes out and buys it with his money, whether it's the other way around. It just always seems like he is the one who's coming home to free food to cook, either by the state or by her paid for, and she's paying for it, and I guess excited because he did not have to that he is going to cook. So also in the video, she said that she was going to split the wings in half and have more chicken to make the kids. And I will say that I've never heard of anybody cooking chicken wings and splitting them in half so they have more chicken. Since at this point, if you cannot afford for all of the kids to eat at least 2 to 3 pieces of chicken themselves, then maybe you should just not buy it and buy a different meal where everybody's able to get their own wing or their own portion of food. They do not have to sit and share. It really is just beyond me, like I said, how she continues to, make so many excuses for this man and basically just let him go out, be free to do what he wants, while she has to sit home and figure it out with her 4 plus the baby that she has with him. So you guys comment down below what you guys think. Would you feel some tight way if your husband or your boyfriend went off to a wedding and just left you home and did not try to give you ahead of time or a notice that you guys were going to figure out plans for somebody to watch the kids for a few hours, would you automatically assume that he's taking somebody else with him, or that he just was ashamed to be with you, especially if this is the second outing of him going out, you know, to a homie's wedding and you were not able to go? Now, we all know that if he did take a woman there, that, you know, his homies aren't telling Jazzy. That's just always guy code. They don't tell each other who's out cheating or who's doing what. They just, you know, always cover for their homies. So, sis, you really better watch out with his homies, because, sis, he could have brought a whole nother woman there. And, you know, it's not like it was a relative's wedding to where somebody, you know, and it's not even like his relatives know you anyway, for, you know, them to be like, oh, well, he was here with such and such, and we know that he's with you. But sis, his homies are probably over there definitely covering for him. And the fact that he yet again went out somewhere and did not bring you is just very red flag. But we all know that Jazzy is just so used to this, and it's just so normal for her at this point, that I don't think she will confront him or see anything wrong with him going to a wedding, yet a second wedding, and not bringing her. But comment down below what you guys think. I love to hear you guys' opinions and comments. Thank you so much, and stay tuned for the next one.